I interviewed Scott Morrison on the program last night. He says Australia couldn't possibly defend ourselves against China, and he also argued that we should be increasing defence spending to 2.5%. Have a quick look. Shouldn't we be able to stand alone? Shouldn't we invest in our defence budget so that we could even more, so that we could withstand?
Well, yes. I think our defence budget needs to get to 2.5% of GDP.
But it's clearly not enough.
Well, I think we need to go to 2.5%.
Patrick, should we increase defence spending to 2.5%?
Well, former Prime Ministers are entitled to their views. I'm not sure that all of Mr Morrison's colleagues will be welcoming his interventions right now, but that is entirely up to him.
But what do you think about the need for more spending?
Well, I would have thought, let's not forget that for the last 2 years that he was Prime Minister, Scott Morrison was also the secret treasurer of Australia. So if he really thought this when he was in government, he could have done something about it. Maybe the only thing that he had failed to do was also to swear himself in as secret defence minister as well.
Fair enough.
But when it comes to sensible strategic defence policy, we will, of course, as a government, respond to the Defence Strategic Review, which the Prime Minister and Defence Minister received last month, and that's where we'll outline where we see the forward investment in our defence capability.
Very quick final say on this. Are you worried that we can't defend ourselves to China?
The risk is real, it's close, and we need to spend and adopt that appropriately. Increasing our spending commitment is, I think, something we should be looking at as a country. My gravest concern is that the Labor Party will see this as a cheap, lazy budget get under the pressures they're at. The last time they were in government, they cut our defence spending to the lowest level since World War II. We built that back up. And so in light of the threat
you're saying we should
is imminent...
you agree with Morrison, we should now be looking at increasing that perhaps to 2.5%?
I wouldn't be cutting defence spending. I think that is a grave concern across defence and the community more broadly, that's the first place the Labor Party is going to look in May.
All right. Patrick Gorman and Bridget McKenzie, thank you both very much for joining me.